King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. I hope today you have fun with me on the stream, or just enjoy yourself today, or you just enjoy the stream as always. So today's stream starting later than expected, and it just when I was preparing to come online, it just hit me that there's nothing stable about my life. Um there's nothing that I can put forward as, oh, this is planned, this is expected, this is to be expected. Everything is in flux for me. There's no set time for me to do anything or not to do anything. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. So I don't think I can set up a time for when I'll be going live anymore, because all the time I try to set up schedule or whatever, something showed up and wrecked it. And I don't want it to be as if I'm just being what do you call it, anyhow, you know with my audience or something. So I was like, okay, instead of telling people, the only thing I can fairly guarantee, not even truly guarantee, I can just tell you fairly, that will be stable enough. It will just be me showing up every day. Yeah, it will be me showing up every day. So here I am, another day today. Like I said, though not at the time that I set up for it, but it's okay. I'm here anyways. Um, so before people start showing up for the stream or coming in, because what I want to do today was just um, hello, but I want to read this book. I've been reading this book on my channel for a while, and I got to chapter 11. So that's where I stopped at, chapter 11. So anyways, before I continue reading, I just wanted to talk about, like, as more people show up to the stream here, I just wanted to talk about um, some things that I noticed here. Like, I was watching a Korean drama. Thank you. I was watching a Korean drama titled You, Me, and Everything Else. And in that drama, it's supposed to be centered around, hello, Donna Castilla. That drama is supposed to be centered around two women, yeah, two women that have known each other from childhood, and they start to grow. And I decided to watch it because my favorite actress is one of my favorite actresses there, Kim Goon. She's the main character. Thank you, Donna. Thank you for liking. She's on the show. So the story goes that they both grew up. There's this synopsis that they have this love-hate relationship with each other, and the way the story starts, it starts off with the one of the friends calling the other and telling her that, oh, she has terminal stage cancer and she's about to die, but instead of waiting for herself to die, she's going to have euthanasia in Zurich. And when they're talking about it, like, it's all a shock, yeah, and I'm feeling sorry. Yeah, it really is really intense. It's a Korean drama. You can check it out. It's 15 episodes long, which is why I was even pulled into the story. So, anyways, as most stories are, hello, Wema Singh, thank you for coming, joining the stream. As most stories like that start at the end, we are going to get flashbacks of their childhood, yeah. And so their childhood starts very unlikely, their friendship starts in a very unlikely manner. Like, it seems like they would not be friends here on paper, but somehow there are some ways their lives intersect. Hello, Terence. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the stream from Zambia, Lusaka, Zambia. So, on paper, it seems as if they would not be good friends. They have a very bad first interaction, even though one of them's first impression of the other is absolute adoration and admiration. When they now eventually interact, it's because one of them has to punish the other. Hello, Vicky. Hi. One of them has to punish the other in a very bad way. I'm fine. Hello, Aubrey. Thank you very much for the compliments. Thank you. My name is King. So they have to she has to punish the other in a very bad way, and the other one never forgets it. And then she starts to try to take out her grudge. um okay, India, welcome, welcome. I hope you feel comfortable on the stream today. So she starts to like ease her grudge against this other girl, yeah. And she follows her everywhere, kind of like when they are doing playing dodgeball. She's so pissed off at the girl that she throws the ball at her head in so much with so much malice, eh? And oh, thank you. I don't think there's anything special about my skin like that, but thank you for saying it that way, Aubrey. Yes, I'm from Nigeria, Vicky. So she throws the ball at her with so much malice, so much that she has to even go to the nurse's office, and it's a big deal, and it's, really bad. And the girl that is hit has a teacher, as her mother works in the same school as a teacher, though she's not teaching any of this girl's classes. Hello, Chanel. Hi, hi. She's not teaching any of these girls' classes here, but somehow she manages to connect with the other girl that is not her daughter. She connects with her so deeply in a way that her own daughter gets jealous of their connection and feels unloved by her mom, and it's all this classic case of where there's this sort of resentment, coming from both of them. And it's just my point here is that I was looking forward to a story where, two women will be the center of discussion. No, I'm done with schooling, Vicky. I'm done with schooling. Thank you. Two women will be the center, the focus of the storyline, because if you watch my streams from Saturday or just a week ago, um, I narrated a story about two guys, two boys, and how their lives were so full, and how we saw so much interiority, and how we saw so much focus on them. Oh, I'm unemployed, Vicky. I'm unemployed right now, so how we saw so much connections between these two boys, and it was purely platonic. They grew to be friends, they grew to have friends, and have this deep established relationship as friends, and it was beautiful to see. We could even hear, like, see both sides of the story. There was forgiveness, there was repair, like there was forgiveness, there was love, there was connection, all of that, and there was so much interiority. We could see that these two people had lives of their own. And the issue now with me when I'm watching this drama about these two girls that grew to be women, that wants the other to die with her, or to die by she wants to die, she wants her friend to be by her side as she dies. Like, I was expecting that when we start to see their story as growing up from childhood to becoming full grown adults, and why their friendship even broke up, because it is implied that, or stated that, they broke up as friends, yeah, at some point in their life. So I was expecting to see a kind of story that I didn't know why I was expecting so much, but I was just expecting a lot, to see these two people show us their lives, their interiority, and all of that. But I don't know, it was just colored almost immediately. Like, they're barely 11 or 12, and then you see one having a crush on the other one's big brother. And it's just, I immediately I saw it, I was just very depressed, like, because I knew, like, I was expecting more, but I was like, oh, here we go. It's still the same circus act of when women, you're showing off a woman's connection and all of that with their friends, you have to include a man. There has to be a love storyline where maybe because of this love, the friendship destroys or disintegrates, and then there has to be something that is high stakes, which is one of them dying or having cancer. Because I've seen another women friendship like based drama, but I didn't finish it because of the whole one of them has cancer, and it was so depressing. And I was like, okay, I don't like stories that set up the actresses or the actors or the story to be so serious, or the major conflict of it is experiencing death like cancer and all of that. Like, I don't like stories like that. So I just stopped that drama. And now to see it again repeated in this drama, and It's about how, I don't know, it just gives off a very like poor, it's just poor taste, to be honest. It's just poor taste, poor writing. It just seems as if there was no effort put into the story. And I kind of regret watching it because it made me cry so bad, because something happened to the brother that was, the object of the other girl's affection. It made me cry so bad. I felt so bad for the boy. I felt so bad for everybody. Like, it was just depressing to see. And this depression is just what compounded how I woke up this morning. Yeah, I woke up feeling very bad this morning, and I didn't even know why. I don't know why. I just felt so horrible, and I felt like maybe I feel like maybe I can attach it to something, but there's nothing I can blame for my bad feelings. Yeah, so it's like, I was watching this drama to kind of ease off stuff, but like I now see something that I'm supposed to enjoy, and it's just poor writing with an easy punchline or an easy conflict. It's just very bad. And it's like, how do they set up stories for men to be so rich and full of interiority and humanity, but they cannot do that for women? And it's like, oh, what do I expect from the K-drama industry? Yeah, they are just um that industry is not set up for women at all. Like, women are not the center of attention in that industry. They are just props, yeah. And it's just like unfortunate to see, but it's also a Netflix streaming whatever. So it's like, okay, it's Netflix. I'm not supposed to even expect much from Netflix in the first place. But I don't know. I was just expecting, depth, because of the main actress that I said I appreciate and I really love, Kim Go. um so yeah, I just wanted to just air my grievances about that drama. I stopped at episode 4 and I did not know what to do with myself anymore. So I was like, what am I going to do with myself today? I didn't even know. There was a lot of disruptions and chaos in my mind. So I did not really think I would be able to show up on stream today. So it's like, okay, if the chaos does not settle, then I won't show up. But I guess there was a level of calmness that enveloped me and is allowing me to be here today. So I guess that is good. And then the book I want to read here, I said I stopped at chapter 10 last week. So for those people that are new to my stream or my channel, let me just give you a quick rundown of the book. So the book is about this, is in set in slavery America, and it's about this particular lady that was a slave that, she had 4 children by her master, and then she got into a fight with her mistress and decided that instead of her children suffering the consequences of her actions, let all of them just die. So she decided that she's going to poison all of them and herself included, so they would all pass. But unfortunately, the children ended up with just running stomachs while she passed. So for her case, she did not go anywhere. She was stuck hovering over the lives of her, over the earth basically. She didn't go to, it was not purgatory, because purgatory is supposed to be a kind of hell, yeah, but it was not hell. She was just, watching over her children. She wanted to really see them and she didn't want to abandon them. Her most dearly beloved child, the first one she had, she named her Always. So Always is the one that's always been very close to her heart, even though she loved all her children, mostly the same. So these children now, she's watching them live after in the aftermath of her choice, and she sees from her vantage point in the sky that freedom is close at hand, and that she wished her children would get to freedom. And somehow that comes for them, but it's not through the freedom declaration from the government. Is that two of her children, the only boy she had, and the girl after him, the sibling after him, both of them managed to leave the farm that she was on. The boy ran away, found a way to escape, and the sister was sold off in retaliation. Like, the person that helped him escape was his half sister, which is just the girl that the master had with his actual mistress, his wife. So they're half siblings here, and so she helped him escape, and she was expecting him to come back for her because she didn't like her life on the farm, she didn't like her parents, she didn't like what was going on the farm. So she kept waiting for the boy to come for her, but instead he sent message to her that she should help his sister Peaches escape. So the boy's name is Sun, as in Sun, Sun in the sky. So he sent a message to the sister to make way for his other sister Peaches to come, but instead she just gets infuriated, angry, and she forces her parents to sell off that sister that he wants to free from that farm, that ranch or whatever. And he never hears back from this sister and doesn't know what happened to the rest of his siblings, but Peaches is sold off. I don't want to say fortunately, but in this case scenario is actually one of the good things that can happen to somebody in a status in her life at the time. She eventually got sold to a Scottish man, and his wife was dying, so he just moved her to, I mean Peaches, he moved her to his country where there was no need for any of that formality of slavery or whatever, and then he made her a free woman by marrying her, whatever, he married her. So she's free, and the mother that is watching over them feels light, but she's also very worried for Always. So she comes back and watches out for Always and the last born Plum. Now the farm has gotten to the place where they don't have money anymore. They can only make money from selling um, people on the farm. And so it's time for them to sell off Always. And Always asks to be sold with her sister Plum, but her mistress does not care about all those sentiments. And anyways, Plum climbs instead when nobody's looking into the wagon, under the wagon wheels. And because she's a child now, she didn't know any better. Like the wagon ended up crushing her to death. Um, so I don't know. Somehow this whole stream is seeming very gloomy. All things I'm talking about have just been gloomy. I guess it's just a reflection of my brain or where I'm at mentally. But whatever. I'm happy to be here. So um always mourns her sister, tries to bury her, but the land that she's now sold to, yeah, the family she sold to, before she can even take a breath, the man that she sold to assault her, and then she stays on the land. She has this, now we are just where we're at is where Always is living on this new land with this new owner, and he's aside from that thing he did to her in the beginning when he first got her, like she takes him, and her timing of her pregnancy is the same as the timing of the wife that he marries. And so both women are going side by side with their pregnancy, and it's almost time for the babies to be born. Meanwhile, Always is trying to establish herself, not even trying, but she has this vendetta in her heart that she feels she's going to take out on this owner here, but it's not something that we see being fleshed out here in her thought. It's just something that you can feel from the way she talks, from the way she speaks, from the way she demands things from the house. Like she goes there, she meets another woman that has been there before her, another slave, and this owner has a crippled brother. So somehow the man just expects that all he has to do in life is just to like stay and let his farm grow at a very slow pace or whatever. But Always is not like that. Always is a hard worker, and she begins to declare that the land that he brought her to is her land. She declares that the land is her land. Hi, welcome to the chat. She declares that the land is her land, and she has this strong will to make it so. Her mistress now, that's the new wife of this man, is very kind of naive, a bit stupid, but she doesn't have any malice in her heart for Always. So Always takes care of her well enough, while the woman like allows her to do what she wants to do basically. And by allowing, I mean, like, you can imagine the way people in that era did not really have opportunities to be themselves or to even make one move without heavy surveillance or beatings or punishment. But in this case, for Always, her mistress is not that way. Her mistress is very simple minded, yeah. And mistress just assumes like what she sees in the world is the way everything is supposed to be. So her mistress does treat her like a mistress, but um treat her like she's her own, like a, her servant, her slave basically. But um she allows her a bit of a free hand, so that is how things are coming together for always. So where I'm at is where um they are preparing to have the mistress baby, and the mistress already told always that I'll give you what you want, but I want you to be the one to have my baby for me. Like, you help me give birth, because her mom cannot be with her. She doesn't have any family in this area. So I guess that's where I'm going to be reading today. This book I'm reading, Family. I'm almost done with the book here because the pages are not so heavy. Like, it's just this sort of font which doesn't take too much space, or like big font, but a very narrow page. So I expect to finish this book probably today, or the next time we read it we might finish it. So I'm just going to read chapter 11 and give a summary of each chapter as I go. I wonder why. Sometimes you need to see some people feel that way, okay? It's not everybody that is going to smile for you. Also, if you don't like it, you can look for people that smile more. Maybe you kept the gold I'm looking for, brother. Yeah, but I don't really care to look my best today, Kelly. I'm just feeling that way. If you check my previous streams, like, there was a need for me to smile. I smiled a lot, but today I don't feel like doing so. So if it makes you uncomfortable, don't watch something that makes you uncomfortable, okay? Go to things that uplift your spirits, okay? Um, I'm not saying you must leave. I'm just saying that if you feel like my expression is, depressing for you, it's better you probably left. for you to say things like, no, say, well, I don't know you exactly, but for you to tell me, first thing to tell me is I'm looking for gold. But the first thing for you to ask me is if I'm looking for gold in my hair. I don't know if it's supposed to be a joke or something. Kelly, I have happiness, yeah. It's just not evident on my face today, and I don't feel like smiling. I hope you find a way to be happy without needing other people to reflect it back to you. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I should be friendly with somebody that tells me that I'm looking for gold in my hair. Like, is that supposed to be a joke or something? Right. Because you don't do that to your own hair, yeah? Hello, Moses. Welcome to the stream. You don't do that to your own hair. If you do that to your hair, do people ask you if you're looking for gold in your hair? I'm just curious. If people ask you that, I wonder the kind of people you have around you. No, obviously, I don't remember you. I'm just seeing this name for the first time. Not like I have a very large audience, so if you show up with a different name, I don't think I'll recognize you. So, let me. Oh, what sort of joke? Like somebody I'm seeing for the first time is telling me that me scratching my hair is me looking for gold. Is that not supposed to be taken as a mockery? If I don't know you, it's going to feel like a mockery to me, and I'm not going to laugh at it. And Kelly, you just saw me making a face, or you just saw my face. You just joined the chat. You did not ask me, oh, what's up with you or anything. You just said, oh, my face is depressing you. Like, is that supposed to be something that encourages conversation, or it's supposed to make me feel like I should make me feel like you are demanding something of me? I can't smile because of Kelly. Like, I won't smile because of Kelly. If Kelly is uncomfortable because of a straight face that does not even mean anything antagonistic, if you can take offense at me just keeping my face straight, then me smiling is going to be like, oh, stay. No, I'm not smiling for Kelly. If they cannot be comfortable with the idea of somebody's face just being the way, because I cannot guarantee that every time you show up on my stream, I'll always be smiling. I can't guarantee that. I'm not a robot. So the day you show up on my stream and you don't see me smiling, you won't feel as if I'm angry with anybody. You just say, oh, it's one of those days. But for somebody like Kelly now, if I smile, they're going to always expect me to smile any freaking time they show up on my stream. And I cannot promise that. So you have to be okay with my face like this. But if you don't mean any harm, if you were just trying to joke, Cody or Titan, Code Titan, Code Titan, are you the code guy? I just recognize your name. So, like, if you don't mean any harm, I'm not going to take it as a sort of mockery. Okay, I'll just accept it that you're just trying to be funny. That's that. I don't want to smile. Don't make me smile, please. I don't want to smile. For as long as Kelly is here, people like Kelly are here. I don't want to give them an impression that they'll always see me smiling here. I won't always be smiling here. It's just how life is, okay? No, don't get Kelly for me. Just Kelly is who they are, and I am who I am. So, yeah. I can't. Why are you uncomfortable with somebody having a straight expression on, I don't know, what makes you uncomfortable about my unsmiling face? If you explain it to me, I'll probably understand better. But if you just expect me to smile, I'm sorry, I can't smile for you today. Can't. This is just who I am. Also, I'm reading a book here. I don't know if you can see. I'm reading a book and I'm concentrating on what I'm reading. I don't know if you think I'm just frowning at the camera, but I'm actually reading something. So, and I was like, when I finish a chapter, I'll give kind of a summary of, what I just read as we go along. So I'm reading. Sorry you feel that way, Sha. I can't help how you feel. Yeah, I'm reading a book today. Family. It's a pretty heavy book with very depressing themes. Storyline is actually depressing, so but already I'm not even in the mood to smile. Mm, the story is depressing. Like it's about slavery in America, yeah, and this woman, she killed herself. So she did not go anywhere. She didn't go to hell. She didn't go to heaven. So she has to watch her children grow on the farm as slaves, yeah, and her children see hell on that farm. Two of them make it out of the farm, but one of them dies in a very bad way, and the last one that is alive is suffering in another farm because the farm she was born on sold her to another man, and the man is basically nasty as any person owning a human being would be, so but in this moment the thing I'm reading actually is that this woman is giving birth alongside the man's wife, and this woman, how she came to be pregnant was sexual assault by this man. So, and there's nobody supporting her. She has to take care of her mistress pregnancy and her own pregnancy. So I'm literally reading the process of birth that this woman that does not know anything about birthing is doing for her mistress. And after she gives birth to her mistress baby for her, she now has to lie down beside this woman and give birth to her own baby because they have the same timeline of pregnancy. No, 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 it's fiction actually. Slavery story is fiction. I don't think I would I don't think I would want to read like real life sufferings of, slaves in America in the past. I've seen a lot of it online, I've seen a lot of stories, and read a lot of documents. It's not exactly the book that is making me stressed. Yeah, I just woke up today in a very bad place in my head. So I've been trying to cope with the feeling, whatever, but it's not working. So I was like, I'm still going to show up on stream because I don't want it to feel as if because of my mood, yeah, I'll just be like not showing up on lives. But I was like, now that I showed up on live and I'm talking about my feelings, because I don't know when you joined me. You didn't join me from the beginning. I really just spelled everything out like at the beginning of the live. Yeah. At the point where you joined me was when I just started reading. So all of the things I talked about from the beginning till now, there's nothing really that has made me feel like, oh, I can smile or I want to smile. Yeah. So it's not as if, and I feel like if I smile, it would be a lie to what I'm feeling inside. Yeah. And it just makes this whole thing annoying. The fact that I can be genuine and be myself, my straight face, not smiling, and still, some people show up and some people, watch me and all of that. It makes me feel as if, you know, this is not too much of a bad deal. I mean, my channel, it makes me feel as if, okay, there's a realness to what I'm doing here. Because if it's one thing I know about myself, I can't perform. Okay, anything that begins to look like too much, that requires a lot of performance from me, I won't be able to keep it off. So I wanted to just see, yeah, if the people that would show up today, or even the people that have already subscribed to my channel that know me already, if they would, be able to understand where I'm coming from. But it seems like a lot of people like just see me as a smiley face when I come on here, and that's that. But anyway, that's not all I am. I'm not somebody that smiles anyhow, especially when it's not reflecting on the inside. I feel like I am, to a certain extent, an aspiring artist. Yeah, I feel like I am an aspiring artist. But I have not really. I'm trying a lot of different things to see um, what exactly is artsy about me. You know, sometimes I write, I create stuff. I do my fun hobbies, crochet, all of that, knitting, and I think the most artsy thing about me, I don't know if it's an artsy quality, but I read a lot of books. I read books. I'm interested in writing and all of that. So how about these aspirations? Yeah, I feel like that all of my aspirations are very art inclined. So can I say that makes me an artsy person? I feel like yes, maybe. Hmm. Writing helps arrange your thoughts, but it has more art in it. Also drawing. I don't know about you, but I used to draw too, but also make emotion. For real? I tried to learn how to do pencil sketches here. I was following like tutorials on YouTube, especially um 2019 to 2020. Yeah, it started in 2019, but it got so serious for me in 2020, and then I don't know. I just stopped learning. I guess I could not find where I was going with it. Like there was not. I didn't see what I could. I didn't see a point to learning how to draw. Yeah, even though I was progressing. So I just stopped it. Maybe at that point, 2020 was all this normal depression of pandemic and all of that. But the thing about, I've heard this before, but is that what you do? Do you do UI UX? I've heard about this whole thing before, but I don't think I'm interested in coding or what this is. I don't think I'm interested in it exactly. What is UI UX? Not interested. I don't know. I don't know. Like the process of learning it from afar just seems too uninspiring to me. So I feel like unless I want to do it to survive, which I don't want to do it to survive, I don't think I'm interested in it. I don't know. Design how an application looks before developers build it. Oh, that is intense. That is a lot. Is that what you do? You code. Mm. Well, I don't know. All of that whole tech stuff used to like it just makes me it just fills me with so much dread. The idea of going into it fills me with so much dread. So I don't want to deceive myself by even trying it at all. I can't even ask you about programs and all of that because I don't know anything about coding. Hmm. I think you should do some research on it yourself as a creative person. There are a lot of roles you can do in tech. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll consider it, but I'm not really associated tech with creativity. I don't know why. Okay, it's actually the first I'm hearing of it that people. Thank you so much for being patient, I guess, with my mood and all of that. I really appreciate your presence here. I hope you have a lovely day, unlike me. Bye. So, I'm done with chapter 11, and a lot happened. I think the major thing that happened in this chapter was that always had a baby the same time as her mistress had her baby, and they were both boys, and both boys looked alike. They were like twins, yeah. And there was no sign. In fact, always baby had blue eyes, while the mistress baby didn't have that. But because she was the only one conscious during the birth, she was one that helped with the birth, and she didn't allow the other maid to see the children. She made a mark. She made a mark on her body, and she made a mark on her baby's body, and she made sure the mark turned into a scar, like a mole kind of, and that mole was also on her body. So she did that, and then when the master came back from his travels to see his baby and his wife, she now gave them her own son as his son, simply because he had blue eyes. Nobody contested who the baby who the baby's mom was, yeah. And they registered that son as the master of the house. He was the junior, like his father's name was Dukes, so his own name was Dukes Junior. And but the thing about Dukes Junior was that he loved the boy he was born with, like the other kid, and he was so close to the boy that they became mates, for the rest of their lives. And he made sure his father did not sell the boy, but the other kids that he forced always to have with him, he sold them off as slaves. Yeah. Hello Paradise, welcome. I'm reading Family, like I said yesterday. It's like slavery America, yeah, set in slavery America, and it's about the woman that she does not, like, after dying, she does not go to heaven and she does not go to hell. She stays hovering over the land where she was born, and she watches what becomes of her four children that she left behind, yeah. And this woman I'm talking about, she was a slave, So her children what are slaves as well. And anyways, two of the children leave the land. They somehow find their way out of the land. The remaining two, one dies, the other one is sold off. And the other one is sold off to a new man. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the stream. How are you? The other one is sold off to. I'm fine, Hannah. Thank you for asking. The other one is sold off. The last child, the last living child, which is our firstborn, is sold off to a new man, and the man assaults her and gets her pregnant. The same time as he impregnates his own wife that he marries, actually, because you know how they used to do in those days. Um, so those children, the child of the wife and the child of the slave are born at the same time at the hands of the slave. After she births the wife's kid, she lays down by the wife and starts giving birth to her own child. So nobody really knows, because immediately the wife gave birth, she passed out, yeah, became unconscious. I'm reading this book today, Gora. I'm reading it today. So I'm talking about the story. You should know the story, Gora, yeah? So anyways, she now switches the children. She tells the house and the mother that her child is their child, because her child has blue eyes and he looks like a white boy, and the woman, her own child doesn't have blue eyes, but they both look alike because they are from the same father, yeah. So they register her son as the master, like the heir of the farm, the heir of the man. They even name him the man's name Junior, as in his Dokes Junior. That's the name of his father, Dokes. So now the woman, she has this slave woman. Her name is Always. So I'm going to refer to her as Always. So Always has this plan to kind of bring up the man's property, his farm, to grow it, and to establish herself on the farm, because she suffered to be here. And it's going along fine, but the wife, is sick. The wife, the mistress of the house, she's sick, she's weakly. Um, so Always has other children by the same master, and they end up selling those children out. The man does not have any feeling for those children. He says it's business, he sells them out, yeah. But they don't sell the so-called son they believe to be the slave, because the boy loves him. The Dokes Junior loves his friend so much, and he asks his mother not to let him go. So forever and ever, those two boys grow up together and they are best friends and all of that. So sorry, I don't know what is wrong with my stand today or something. Like, sorry. I hope it stays. So as I was saying, yeah. The thing here now is that the wife, the actual wife, she's weak in constitution, in her body frame and all of that. She's just a weak person. So when she tries to have a second child, the child dies, and she dies alongside the child, and the man gets depressed and is like, he has to marry another wife. So he goes to, hello Nkwani, welcome to the stream. My name is King. I assume you might be an African. Where are you from? So he he goes back to her, where he bought Always from, and he marries one of the daughters of her old mistress. And that daughter has a resentment for Always, because she was the one that facilitated Always brother's escape from the farm. That one I told you left the farm. She facilitated it, and she expected the brothers to come back for her. But instead, the brother was asking for his other sisters that are not white. That the sister, this girl should help him again, to help him help his sister escape the farm. But she does not agree. Anyway, he never comes back for her. So now she's angry at the brother, at the boy, and she takes out the anger on Always. So that's the issue that they're facing now. The issue that they're facing now is that there's a new mistress in the house, yeah, and everything has changed. The other mistress was kind as somebody can be in that situation, as a white person can be in that situation. But Now that this one has come with all our resentment and anger, like, is everybody in the house is uncertain about the future of the farm, because all of the money that always has made from growing and taking care of the farm herself, and with the help of the master's crippled brother, all of it now is at risk of disappearing, because the new mistress, her name is Loretta, she wants to look like a rich woman. Yeah, so she spends a lot. She buys jewelry, furs, and all of that. So anyways, that's the major thing that happens in chapter 11. Now we are on to chapter 12. South Africa, welcome, welcome. This is Nigeria, where I'm streaming from. I guess that is a compliment. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Hello, Joyce. Welcome to the stream. My name is King. Where are you from, Joyce? This is Nigeria. That's Kenya, yeah? I think this is Kenyan flag. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is Kenyan flag. Mm. 5 points to me for getting it correct. I hope you've been having a lovely day, Joyce. Let me see. It's past 3 p.m. Just not past three, just 9 minutes after 3 in the afternoon. Do we have the same timeline? Like, are we on the same, sorry, time zone? We're on the same time zone. Or are we in the same time zone? East Africa time. Oh, true, true, true. We are West Africa. Sorry. 2 hours ahead. That's interesting. Ah, that means like when I eventually visit Kenya, yeah, there will be a difference in time zones. Ah, that's cool. That's one of the things I look forward to when I travel as well. I look forward to experiencing like being in a different time zone from my country. 5. Are you a student, Joyce, or do you work? One day. It is in my bucket list. I'll call that. I have this plan to visit Kenya. I want to try the food, but I mostly want to try. I want to visit your national parks and see all the animals I had a friend that visited there, and they went zip lining, and it was in this forest area, and then they saw animals, and they got me this souvenir, these earrings. Like, I have a shot on my video. They went for a safari, yeah? I don't know, but one day I'll visit that place. I want to take a walk in the parks, national parks, and see the animals, and also try the food. Thank you. I was so happy I got them. It's just that I don't know, like, and also I have these figurines that they got for me. I posted it on my channel. If you check one of my shots on my channel, you will see the gift that they got me. It was so cool. Anyways, I plan to visit it one day, Sha. One day, any day that I'm able to. Oh, please, you have to try jollof rice. The spelling is almost correct. Just remove that O and then put double L. It's correct. Nigeria is cool. Hello, Sanjay. Hi, welcome to the stream. Yeah, like you're welcome to Nigeria. There's a lot of, I don't know, jollof rice is cool, but you might enjoy a lot of other um meals that we have here. What is your favorite Kenyan meal? I wonder, Joyce. You're welcome, Sanjay. You're welcome. I hope you're having a lovely day today. My favorite is beans. I like eating beans with plantain and fish and potatoes. Like I like mixing my beans with a lot of condiment, like addition, and then sometimes I eat it with homemade. There's this particular street food beans here that is called ewa going. You eat the beans with a particular type of spicy sauce, like a stew. But that stew is a secret. It's like prepared in a secret kind of, like, I don't know. You can't just prepare the stew anyhow. Yeah. So the last time I ate it was on the street, but I like beans either way. So I guess I can say I like street made beans and homemade beans. Sanjay, I don't know about your question. I don't discuss things like that on my channel. Okay. Homemade food depends on which tribe you come from. Wow. Okay. And what would yours be? If you'd like to tell me, your your own food style. That is a lot. A lot. And all of you speak different languages, yeah? Or like different dialects. I know the dialects will be different here, but like are the languages like they specifically different from each other? Wow, that's so cool. Different. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm curious about your language and your tribe. And it's like your language, do you speak it in everyday conversation? Like obviously speak it every day, like normally, but like is it, do you guys have like, is English your national language, or you people have in a language that everybody speaks, yeah, that is not English? Oh, okay. Mount Kenya region, Kiswahili, Kiswahili and English is our local language. Cool, cool, cool. Mm, there's a language like Kiswahili. I did not bring my pen. I would have made a note of it. Kiswahili. Mm, wow. So like, what is your favorite food from your people, like your tribe's food? I'm not talking about your main tribe, your own favorite food from your people's side, like from your side, Mount Kenya region. Q. I think I've heard of it in like conversation, or I think I probably heard of it in a documentary somehow, yeah, just in passing. But I've not really, the name of the tribe sounds very, very familiar to me. Like I've heard it somewhere before. What is it? Is it like a very, is it like one of the most popular tribes from your place, or? I know I've heard of it. Wow, that's interesting. So like the way the way it is here, we are divided into, our country is divided into states, 36 states, and we have the capital, and then we have um the most popular metropolis, like the most popular state actually in our country, and that's Lagos. Yeah. So I'm wondering if it's like if it's like so in your side, like are you guys divided into tribes or into states that are good in business? Oh, there's something there in our country, eh? Um, no, I don't know Hindi, Sanjay. In our country, there's a group of people that people like all of us believe are good in business. That's Igbo men. Igbo men are good at business. So that's not like even good, like they just love business here and they always prosper in business. That's the tribe, our own tribe saying here, like the tribe that's good in business. So I think it's interesting that you guys are also you have something like that. Kikuyu. Is that correct? Kikuyu. Is that the correct pronunciation? Kikuyu. Kiswahili. Hmm. Counties. Okay. Okay, okay. 47 counties. Hmm. That's interesting. Hmm. Wow. See, that's why I want to visit African countries as well, because like I want to know stuff like this. Thank you. Correct pronunciation. I'm glad. um Divided by, I want to know stuff like this, like, oh, so this is a county, this name of this county, 47 counties. Like, can you make like an estimate of how big a county is? Like, I don't know how to say it, but the state I live in, Nairobi is county oh 07. Oh, as per the capital, yeah. Like since it's the that's so interesting. Never ever 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 heard this before. But I like that I'm hearing of it now. County oh 07, oh 47. Cool, cool, cool. The setup is nice. Mombasa is county 001. Is there like a historical precedent to the way counties are numbered? Is it coming from the British, or is it coming from when you guys became an independent country that you guys divided it like that? Lorenza, hi. Time is 10:22 p.m. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That is cool. That's more than how many hours ahead? 7 hours of my own time. Where are you from, Lorenza? Sanjay, yeah, you're from India. Nice to know. Nice to know. Welcome to the chat. Devolution. What does that mean exactly? Should I look it up? I can't look it up right now. Maybe after the stream I'll look it up. But what does devolution mean? If you want to summarize it for somebody that does not know. Typhoon Haiyan, known in the Philippines as Super Typhoon Yolanda. Also, Lorenzo, you're from the Philippines. I hope you guys are okay. Oh, please stay safe from the typhoon. Okay. Um, fourth president. Okay. So that is after you guys gained your independence. Yeah. Oh, wow. Fourth president. How old is Kenya now in like since independence? Yeah, Nigeria is 55 or something. 1963. 3 years after ours. What month is independence of your country? 1963. Oh, 3 years after ours. That's cool. I feel like around this period, this 1960s period, maybe a lot of like the British were leaving, the colonies, in the continent, like they were moving back to their land or whatever. But like, what what month are you guys? Ours is October 1st. October 1st. Wait, you're talking about the mountain region, the mount people from the mountain region here, Kikuyu. So that means you guys have mountains, obviously, from the name, but like, I feel like that's another thing I want to explore. I'd like to take hikes, yeah, and I'd like to just sit and look at a mountain, just be glorious. I love mountains, and I love looking at mountains. I love sitting down around them and just staring at them. And then the presence of for Mount Kenya. Yeah, right. Also, you guys' weather, your weather would have like you'd have a bit of what do they call it? Temperate weather system, yeah. Like maybe you guys have winter or really cold seasons. You guys are in the east, yeah. So where is it facing? Like I'm definitely going to look up the pictures now after stream. I'm going to look up the pictures of Mount Kenya. What do you? I'm so excited. Like any day I visit Kenya, I now see that there's a lot for me to do in Kenya. Just first of all, take a hike, several hikes actually. Then the animals I want to look at, and then historical education. Maybe I'll pay for a tour guide, or you can if you host me. That would be so cool. Like where I'll learn more about the country. Let's check down here in Mount Kenya. Oh wait, and Mount Kenya is where you guys are from, Abby. Where your own tribe is settled, where your tribe settles, Abby. Or our climate depends on county, because some counties are experiencing rains, others are not. Right. Of course, it's not going to be uniform everywhere. Yeah. I get that. Hmm. East Africa. What other countries in that part of the continent? East Africa. Hmm. I know I was right to aspire to visit the country. So interesting, yeah. So interesting. Uganda and Tanzania. Yes, I have family. I have this. You know how you can have family friends that like your parents' family friends becomes like your cousin sort of. Yeah. So these cousins of mine, because they are from the same village as my mom, their parents are from the same village as my mom. So these cousins of mine, moved to Uganda. Yeah, is it Uganda or Tanzania? No, it's Tanzania. They moved to Tanzania several years ago, and I've heard only lovely things from them. They said the life there is cool, they like their life there, and I imagine, like, I believe them because Nigeria is nothing to write home about. Yeah, I believe them. Even so, even if I wanted to even visit, I'm not sure of what. Like, I can't say definitively, yeah, but like, can't say definitively. Oh, but like what they told me about the place, they say that they're having fun. They like it's cool, you know. So I feel like instead of even overthinking it, I'll just decide, okay, I'm going to visit East Africa. So I'll make a stop at Tanzania to see my friends, my family, and then I'll visit Kenya for my proper tourist experience. Uh, okay, Nakuru County 032 after streaming. Okay, I'll look it up. Hmm. I'm curious about um for us by state. What I used to think of when I visit other states in my country. The first thing I notice is the roads. Like if it is the kind of state that experiences lots of traffic, you know, if there is overpopulation and also electricity, yeah, and also the food, most importantly. Oh my god, I love trying food from different states in my country. So I imagine like the first thing I want to experience is the meals, you know, from the that is local to your county where you live. So I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check out the food. I'm going to check out the geography of the place, of the county, and the population. It has a beautiful game park, nice tourist attraction. Exactly what I'm looking for. Exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, I want to visit this game park. Oh my god. When I went to one other state in my country, Plateau State, that state is popular because the weather there is very uniquely different from other like the weathers in different states in our country. Because it has a sort of autumnal winter vibe during like this period of the year. Then they have a lot of mountains, like, and then they have zoos and parks. And I went to all those places. The only thing I didn't do was I didn't go on hikes, but I enjoyed visiting the park, taking walks around the park, and then I enjoyed seeing the animals. Yeah, the game. Yeah, I enjoyed seeing the games. You know, I saw some wild variety of antelopes, or yes, antelopes, and then I saw elephants, lions, all of that. That's in that state, but like because it's not so, you know, Nigeria now, so that's why I want to visit other African countries. Like I know, like street food, you can go for some cha, that is chapati, and smoky taste. Awesome is kachum Mbari. Oh, wait, let me screenshot this food so I can Google it. Thank you, Joyce, for this information. I'm going to have fun today. Let me screenshot this name. I know what chapati is. I actually like just eating the bread by itself. And the last time I had it with some kind of what do you call it? Mixed vegetables with sauce and all of that. Oh, you know, and we can speak through email. If you check my description of this video, this stream, you'll see my email address there. I use my Instagram, so you can DM me, you can DM and talk some more. You get. I hope you subscribe because I'll show up tomorrow again. Hope we have lovely conversations. But anyways, yeah, my Instagram you can DM me very well, and my email you can also reach me on my email so we can discuss some more. Maybe we even exchange numbers. Hello Wizkid, welcome to my stream. I assume you are from Nigeria because of that name. I'm also streaming from Nigeria. My name is King. Am I correct? You're from Nigeria, Shay. Lovely to meet you on my chat. How are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day today, Wizkid. I said so, so I'm correct. Anyways, lovely to meet you. No, 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 don't put it here. It's not safe. You like, it's not good to put your contact on a public forum, yeah? Just, just DM me on Instagram or email me. You can reach me there. You can reach me there. I'm fine, Whiskey. Thank you for asking. It's not good to put your phone number on public places like this. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for spending time with me today. I don't even know. I'm just saying it as if you are going. in case you, in case you don't stay for longer, I'm just appreciating you for staying with me all this while. Yeah, and talking to me and telling me about your country. It was cool. I am fine, Whiskey. I hope you are fine as well. I hope your day is going wonderfully well. I hope so. I hope I'm. I hope. I hope so. I hope I am good. Okay, I'm going to take it as a compliment. Thank you for that. Even though you don't know me, thank you for saying that. I was having a very weird time before now where I don't know, somebody came on stream and was like, "Oh, your face is depressing," and I did not know. They said that to me because I was not smiling, and it was like, so if a person does not smile, you feel like that person is. And what is wrong with like seeing a depressed person? Like, thank you, Joyce. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the support. I don't get different things I was talking. I don't understand, Whiskey. What do you mean different things? Thank you, Joyce, for supporting me. I hope my channel grows so that I can be able to do wonderful things. I support people. Like I content I don't understand. In what way do I support? In what way would you say um like a content creator supports people? No, I don't understand. I don't understand. What you mean by support risk it? I don't understand. She don't spell it out for me. I'm still growing. Time will come for my moment. Thank you, Joyce, for saying that, for believing in me. Like you heard Joyce say, I'm still growing with. So my time will come. But I don't know what he means by support. I don't understand. I myself don't understand with, so don't tell Joyce not to say something. Joyce is speaking from where they understand. You've not clarified what you mean, so you can't just assume I understand. I don't understand what you are saying. I said you should spell it out, and you've not spelled it out yet. So um, let Joyce speak from where they are coming from, and you speak from where you come from, even though you've not clarified anything that you've been saying. Nobody understands you then. I want to see other people on my stream, please. Peace. Explain yourself. You don't want to explain yourself. You are saying bye. Bye bye. That's my real name, Joyce King. I know it's a very unique name, but that's my real name. Is that one name? Yeah, King is my name. Like I don't want to give my, like I said, it's not wise to give details of your. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you for joining the chat. Yeah, yeah, aliens are definitely real. Aliens are definitely real. It's my name. It's just King that is my name. But I'm an alien, so I'm letting you know. Thank you, Jimmy. Welcome to the stream. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Where are you from, Jimmy? My network is glitching. I don't know if you noticed that. Sorry about that. It's just how it is. Hello, Ketty Goy. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. Hi, welcome to my stream. My name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. My name is Brian. I come from Kenya. Oh, another visitor from Kenya. Hello, Brian. Welcome. I'm from Nigeria. I hope you are having a lovely day today. Oh, nothing much, Sanjay. You're welcome, Brian. Nothing much has happened though. I've just been reading my book. It's like I'll finish this book today. I'll complete it today. Where are you from? Okay, you are from Kenya, Brian. Okay, okay. I've heard so many things about Kenya. I've learned so many things about Kenya today. So that when I come to visit Kenya, I will have fun in the country. Oh, for now I am unemployed though. I'm unemployed. No, for sure I will come when everything is set. When I'm able to, I will come. Or should I say when I'm able to? Let me say when I'm ready to come to Kenya, I would visit Kenya. I have many wonderful people from Kenya. Like I had a wonderful person, chat with me from Kenya. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's nice as well. What do you do, Brian? Like for work, or are you a student? Oh, you cook. Do you have your own like food store, or you work as a chef, or you run your own business? Ah, that's interesting. That's interesting because one of the major like motivations for me to visit Kenya is trying out the food too. I would like to try out Kenyan food. Right. What sort of food do you work for yourself, or you what to say, you work at like as a chef somewhere with an establishment? You work for yourself? Is that what you mean by for me? Mm-hmm. Let me finish this chapter and then I'll be done with the stream. Ah, today has been an adventure. I didn't think like coming on live would have me um being being strict basically with people, and just like establishing my own boundaries, and something about establishing my boundaries here is going to be unpleasant. It feels unpleasant, but I feel like if I don't do so, people are going to just behave anyhow. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like going forward, I think I'll just be making it clear that, as I don't think anybody wants to tolerate disrespect. I don't think anybody desires to be disrespected, all for the sake of having an online platform or being a content creator. Yeah. So I feel like going forward, I just want to be clear. As much as I smile, um I think I'm going to even tone it down so that people would understand. When people come on my stream, they would know how I am from the get-go. I'm very, very strict. So I don't know. I just want to say that I'm strict here, and I'll be making it very clear going forward. It's better people that don't match with my personality, find out early and leave, than for them to kind of be lured into thinking they can behave in a way that I don't appreciate, and I'll tolerate them for the sake of platform or YouTube or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say. So tomorrow, I might also not have on a smile, and my face might be very, very straight, or I might be in a very wonderful mood and smile a lot. I don't know. If you don't care about stuff like that, you're welcome to stay and support the channel. You're welcome to be kind and be respectful, and I think we'll have fun together here. But if you're the type of person that expects a performer or a performance because you are showing up for somebody's stream, you will not get that from me. So yeah, I just wanted to say that before I leave. Anyways, for the people that stuck around till now and still chatted with me regardless of me not having a smile on my face, I think you're awesome, and I'll see you tomorrow and more people like you. Okay, so bye bye. Bye.